guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alliah. I'm 19 years old. My boyfriend's name is Tyler, and we have a son together who is now 1, and his name is Ryder. So in today's video, I'm going to be explaining the truth about being a teen mom. I feel like a lot of people look at my page and the things I post and think that everything is amazing, and I want you to know that everything is not what it looks like on social media. We deal with problems every single day. We go through trials and tribulations and hardships and everything that you can think of. So I really want to address some things. I have wrote 6 things down in this little book, and I just kind of want to go over them and really show the importance of being a mother, especially when you're young, and show some of the things that don't really get talked about a lot. I feel like people think that having a baby young means that you just, get to still continue carrying on with your life like it was before, and that it's just all fun and games having a little child that acts like you and looks like you, and that is not what it's about. There's so much more to it, and I'm just going to try to get into that and go over some of that today. So the first topic that I really want to go over is not everything is what it looks like behind closed doors, and I know I just mentioned that before, but I kind of really want to go into it more and explain what I mean by that. As most of you know, I have a pretty large following on TikTok, and me and my child and his father post videos on there often, and our life looks like it's just such a happy life and all that good stuff. And I post pictures on Instagram of all the fun things we do, but it is not always like that. There is many nights where we will stay up till 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, not getting any sleep because Ryder is going through teething, or he's just not wanting to go to bed and things like that. There's also many times where we'll be out in public and I cannot get him to stop screaming, and I will get so embarrassed and things like that. There's times where I just go in my room and shut the door and cry because I'm overwhelmed, and that's okay to be overwhelmed. As long as you don't take it out on your child. I will tell Tyler, hey, I just need a minute, and I will go in my room and I will take a minute and just calm down, and then I will come back and then address the problem, because I feel like when you address a problem in anger and when you're overwhelmed, it's never a good outcome. But that's just a little bit of what I mean when I say not everything's what it looks like behind closed doors. Another thing that I want to address, and this has been so heavy on my heart here lately, because I have been getting tons and tons of messages from girls that are ages 12 to 14 telling me that they want to be just like me, and that they want to have a baby, and that they're gonna try with their boyfriend. And it just really, it breaks my heart, because I know the struggle that I went through being pregnant at 17, and I cannot imagine being pregnant at 12 and 14. And I know that some people get pregnant and it's an accident, and that's totally okay. I salute you for stepping up and raising your child. But if I could give any advice to someone who is young and wanting a baby, like truly wanting a baby, it would be to wait. There's just so much more to just having a child. Once you bring a child into the world, it's not just about you anymore, it's about your child, and you do everything to provide for your child. Your child always comes first, and that's a hard concept for a lot of young people to come to grips with, just because you are still a child yourself, and to take on the responsibility of raising a child is crazy. Like, until you do it, you just truly don't understand. So with that being said, if I could give any advice to younger girls who see someone that is doing good and living a happy life as it looks like on camera. Not saying my life is not happy, because I have a great life and I'm so grateful for the life I have, but it's not always like that, is what I'm trying to say. And there's hardships and tons of other things that goes on that isn't shown on camera. So my advice would just be to sit back and enjoy your younger years, because you will never get them back. And if you choose to have a child this young, you are completely sacrificing all of that to raise your child. Again, I want to say this topic is not pertaining to the girls that accidentally get pregnant young, because I know mistakes happen. Ryder was very unexpected for us, so I know that problems and mistakes happen, and you take ownership and you do what you have to do. But this is strictly pertaining to the young girls who want that and feel like that, you know, that would make them better and that would be better for their lives. I'm not saying a child is bad for your life. He has been the greatest blessing in my life, but I have had to sacrifice so much to give him the life that he deserves. The next topic that I want to discuss is being financially ready. When me and Tyler first found out that I was pregnant with Ryder, we were actually living in the basement of his mom's house, and we were spending money crazy. At the time, I did not have a job, and Tyler had a pretty good job and made decent money. He's still at that job now, but we were very careless with our money and spending on stupid things, and we went out to eat every night and things like that. And once we found out that I was pregnant, we really had to get a grip on our money, and we knew that we wanted to buy a house, and we knew that we needed to start saving and all of that stuff. So that's when I decided that I was going to start doing makeup. When I first started my makeup business, I did not expect it to be where it is today. I'm so thankful for that. I say that all the time, but I'm truly thankful that God put that in my mind to do that, because it has truly been such a great opportunity for me and for my family. And it's so much easier having two incomes in the house than just one. We could have made it off Tyler's, but it really helps that I have an income as well too, because it allows us to do things we like to do, such as going on vacations and eating out and things like that. But like I said, you know, we had to really work to be where we are today. Once we had Ryder, we lived with my grandparents for 8 months, and we saved. We did not go anywhere. Any money that I made from weddings or doing people's makeup, I put up, and we did not spend. We pretty much lived a simple life before we bought our house, and we really focused on building our credit and doing things like that so that we could get approved. With that being said though, being financially ready is a huge thing, because if you're like me, you don't want to depend on anyone else. And I did not want to have to depend on my parents or his parents having to help us, even though they did a little here and there. But as far as us buying our house and anything that we do now, it's totally on us. The next topic that I want to go over is being not only physically ready, but mentally ready. And this is a very big thing for me that really hit me in the face. You know, when I first found out I was pregnant, I was sick all the way up until I was probably 16 to 20 weeks. I threw up everything I ate all day, 24/7. It was miserable. But I got through it, and I was like, you know what? I'm totally ready for this. Like, I'm ready for this baby now. Once Ryder got here, I really realized how mentally ready I wasn't. And I really don't feel like you can really prepare for something like that. Once he was here and I held him in my arms, it was like I just had an instinct, and I just knew I was a mother, but I still wasn't ready for everything that was yet to come. You know, the sleepless nights and the crying and all that, it was really hard, but the main thing that mentally I had to realize was that it was not just me anymore. There was no just me time. I couldn't just sit on the couch and play on my phone or just go to the store by myself or anything. I couldn't go shopping by myself or, go take a shower by myself, do anything like that. And I feel like that really, really hit me in the face once I realized that. Just because I'm being vulnerable and telling y'all all this doesn't mean that I regret anything I've done or how my life has played out. I wouldn't trade a shower, a shopping trip, or anything for my baby. He is my complete world. But I just want you to know that it is completely different, and you have to be ready physically and mentally mainly, because it is a big responsibility. The next topic, and this is the last topic that I have for today's video, and it is sacrifices. So what I mean by sacrifices is, say that I want to go hang out with my friends one night, because at the time I was only 18 and I'm only 19 now, so that is things that I enjoy doing. It's a lot harder than just saying, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. It's not that easy anymore, because now you have a child and you have to find somewhere for them to stay, and you have to give that responsibility to someone else to watch your child, and that's not easy for me because I'm very protective over him and I'm really funny about who he stays with. And my grandparents have other grandchildren, so they can't always watch my child. Not that I would pawn them off on my grandparents anyways. But it's not as easy as before, just leaving and going hanging out with your friends, And that also goes for if me and Tyler just want to go out on a date night or things like that. It's not that simple anymore. Granted, I do have amazing grandparents, or he has amazing grandparents that do watch him if we ever want to do things like that. But we enjoy staying with our child more. I don't know why. We carry him pretty much everywhere that we go. He's like our little sidekick. Another sacrifice that was a big thing for me is going to college. So I didn't go to college, and I'm not going to college anymore, but at the time, I thought I wanted to go to college, and that was pretty much done for me. Not that you can't go to college, because I know a lot of young moms who have been to college, but it's not that easy for everyone. I know that not everyone has someone that can watch their kids while they go to school, and not everyone can hold down a job that pays enough to put them in daycare while you're at school and different things like that. So that is a big thing to look at when you get pregnant young, because it's very hard to do things like that. But with all that being said, that's pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about today. I plan on doing another one of these videos going over some more topics of different things that really stand out to me and really touch my heart, and I feel like that needs to be talked about. But I want to thank y'all so much for coming in and watching this video, and I hope that I was able to at least help one person, because that's all that matters, and really explain to you that it's not what it seems like on social media, because there is a life behind social media that people don't like to discuss. And I want to be open and 100% with y'all and let y'all know that it is hard, very hard, and you need to be physically, mentally, financially ready if you are planning to have a child. And if you fall in the category like me and happen to accidentally have a blessing in disguise, I hope that you can support them. I had a hard time making this video because I feel like I might get a little bit of hate from it, but I feel like this is things that needed to be said. A lot of people nowadays think that social media is everything that happens in someone's life, and it's not. There's so much more to it. Social media is probably only 10% of someone's life, believe it or not. So that 90% is left unaccounted for, and that's the things that people don't know and don't realize. And a lot of that is hardships and problems and things that normal people deal with in everyday lives. And when you bring a child into the situation, it really changes the entire thing. To wrap this video up, I just want to say that if you are a younger girl and you see people on social media that are young moms living a good life, just know that they didn't just get handed that life. More than likely, they have worked to have that life, and it didn't come easy. And not everyone is like that. Most teen moms have to fight and work their whole lives to be able to provide for their children because they aren't able to go to school or things like that. So I just really hope that you take this into consideration, everything that I have said, and really think on it. But I'm going to hop off here and go wake my baby up because he has been asleep for about an hour and a half, and I don't want him to sleep longer than that. But I appreciate y'all so much for watching this video again, and I hope I was able to help someone or give someone advice that has been needing this. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye. So my baby woke up from his nap right when I finished recording this, so I wanted to show y'all him. This is my blessing in disguise. I call him my miracle because he saved me and his daddy. We love him so much.